Hello, friends. Welcome to this lecture on Romantic Revival. First of all, good day to all of you. History of English literature is divided into a number of periods like Elizabethan Age, Restoration Age, Neoclassical Age, Victorian Age, etc. One such age is Romantic Revival that roughly covers the first quarter of 19th century. It is known as Romantic Revival because Elizabethan age of 15th century is known as Romantic Age, which is also considered as the golden age for dramas. Since the features of that age were also present in this age, that is why it is known as Romantic Revival. This Romantic Revival began in 1798 with the publication of the lyrical ballads, which were jointly written by Wordsworth and Coleridge, who were not only friends but they were relatives as well, as both of their wives, Sarah Hutchinson and Mary Hutchinson, were sisters. The genres that were affected by this movement were poetry, essays, short stories, and novels. Important poets of this age are William Wordsworth, who is also considered as the founder of this movement, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, who was also one of the co-writers of lyrical ballads, John Keats, and Percy Bysshe Shelley. Romantic Revival movement can be defined as the movement of democratization in literature with more emphasis on common and simple language and the recognition of dignity of common man of the village. Main features of Romantic age are: number 1, prominence of nature. Nature became the central attraction for all the poets of this age. Wordsworth, who is the founder of this movement, was popularly known as poet of nature as he considered it as whole and soul of universe. These poets not only gave place to nature and its objects in their poetry, but they also developed an attitude towards it, as Wordsworth considered nature as the breath force of universe. Another important poet of this age was P.B. Shelley, who saw revolutionary force in nature which are capable of rooting out evils from the human society. That is why he loved rough forces of nature like tempests, storms, and other powerful forces of nature. Keats, who is famous as poet of beauty, saw idealism and beauty in nature, and he painted nature and its objects in his poems because they appeared beautiful and attractive to him. Coleridge, who was one of the co-writers of the lyrical ballads that began this movement and who was also a friend of Wordsworth, considered nature reflective like a mirror. It reflected the mood of nature. That is, if poet is in happy mood, nature will appear bright and attractive to him, and if poet is in sorrowful mood, the nature will appear gloomy and unhappy to him. To give an example, if poet is in happy mood, the dewdrops will appear to him like the pearls of nature, and if he is in unhappy and sorrowful mood, the same drops of dew will appear like the tears of nature. Another feature of this age was the prominence of lyrics. As this age began with the publication of the lyrical ballads, so lyric became the representative piece of this age in the same way as drama became the representative piece of Elizabethan age and satire became the representative piece of neoclassical age. Not only Wordsworth, the founder of the Romantic movement, has written lyrics, but other poets like Coleridge, Keats, and Shelley have also written lyrics in this age, and in fact, Shelley is considered as one of the finest lyricists of the English language, as he has given a number of good lyrics like To a Skylark, Ode to the West Wind, etc. Another feature of this age was subjectivity. Poets of this age tried to universalize their personal experiences, personal events of their life, which is known as element of subjectivity. Wordsworth even wrote his autobiography in the form of a poem, which is known as Prelude. In fact, Wordsworth wanted to become Milton of his age, and like Milton, he wanted to write a great epic like Paradise Lost, but he was not sure whether he had sufficient skill to become an epic poet. So he tried to test his skills by writing the story of his life in the poem, which came before the word as the prelude, and which is almost as long as Milton's Paradise Lost. Shelley, Keats, and Coleridge have also written lyrics. Lyrics not only brings out the element of subjectivity, but it is full of emotions and sentiments that replaced the intellect and thought of the earlier neoclassical age. Since French Revolution had taken place in the year 1789, so all the romantic poets, they were very much influenced by the French Revolution and its ideals. The ideals of the French Revolution were liberty, equality, and fraternity. These ideals were implemented by Wordsworth in literature. First of all, he brought equality in this age by making the common man of the village and his problems as the central theme of their works. Wordsworth implemented the ideal of liberty by liberating the poem from the bondage of rhyming. He even considered that it is possible to write short lyrics in free verse or free rhyme, which does not require any rhyming words. And Wordsworth implemented the ideal of fraternity in literature by tracing back the lost relationship between nature and human being. And man, who was considered as the lost child in the forest of materialism, was returning back to his real home, to his mother nature. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture. I hope you have liked it. I hope you will find similar lectures interesting. Thank you very much and have a good day. Thank you.